you can hear me, you're in for a blessing. I'm just getting set up. I just want you to know I'm about to go live, but I'm already live. Speak with clarity, 'cause there's too much noise around us. Or maybe it's just me. There's treasure in the sea, yeah, but I'm just too tired to reach it. So speak sincerely. Just in the air, and we can't reverse the wheel. Cause I love when I've searched around lately, the world seems to be the same. So I'm looking for the privilege that's sacred. I guess I can say good evening. Just trying to get set up. We know that we have the Kohlberger case coming up with some hearings, but it's all a show, people. It's all a show. I'm going to freestyle on this live. So, if you can see me, because I can't see you, but let me get on my other computer and let me see if I can see you.
Friday in Idaho quadruple murder cases, we have some hearings coming up. Some are public, some are not public. Let me make sure I got y'all in my shot because I'm not able to see because I don't want to. Okay. Okay. I'm not able to see your comments at the time because I'm using my phone. I don't want to put those computer monitors on because I don't know what type of reception it would give when I do that. So I won't do that at the moment. But let me say it here. When you're dealing with any type of criminal charge, whether it's the Kohlberger, whether it's the Murdoch, or the Karen, whatever, you have to remember, people, don't let lawyers trick you into waiving a speedy preliminary hearing in a speedy trial. Let me tell you why. The first order of business with any defendant: do not trust your lawyer. He's just an agent. That agent, you have to understand, is dealing with you in a capacity to where that agent know that you don't know the law. That agent know that you will not be able to critique its or her position when making decisions. I cannot stress the importance of a speedy trial, so I'm going to give it to you in the best way that I can. Remember, when the prosecutor, when they bring a charge, when they arrest you, when they put that probable cause affidavit in, they basically saying they have everything to prove their case. Don't get incarcerated and don't make, like, if you can make bond, fine. But let me tell you a secret, people. You can have $1 million in the bank, but that don't mean you can afford an attorney. Don't get that twisted thinking, well, I make this amount of money, I can afford an attorney. Because what happens is your attorney will seek to stretch this case out to get your money. See, at this point, this attorney who you're supposed to trust is looking to enrich him or herself. So let me give you some pointers before I get into the Kohlberger case, before I get into the Richard Allen case. If you ever charge and get arrested, always ask for a court-appointed attorney. Don't take equity at your home. Don't get a loan. Period. If you think you can afford an attorney, you should already know what your attorney is supposed to be doing. So when you get an attorney, if you choose to get an attorney, whether it's a court-appointed or if you pay for it, always make sure you communicate in writing, whether it's an email or certified mail letter. Tell that attorney to file form of discovery for the Brady Gigolo list. Also, ask that attorney to file for a deposition of any of the state witnesses. This is a underutilized tool. You want a deposition of any state expert witness or any witnesses. You have to fight. I won't say number, but also you want to ask that attorney to file a motion for speedy trial every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks. Set it for a hearing and get it ruled on. Do not give the prosecution time to continue to investigate, continue to gather evidence when they brought a charge and had you arrested. It's never to your benefit unless you intend to do a plea bargain or to plead guilty. Now, with that being said, ask yourself, people, when you look at the Kohlberger case, the quadruple murders in Kohlberger case with Brian Kohlberger and Ann Taylor, what have they really benefited from waiving a speedy preliminary and waiving a speedy trial? Nothing. Now you have a hearing coming up with Ann Taylor and Kohlberger asking that, hey, release this and that. And then she's also bringing the same motion to dismiss. Well, we already know if the judge already denied this motion, it's going to be denied again based on the same arguments. They're bringing the same arguments. It's a delay tactic, people. Here you have a case playing out in the public eye that a court-appointed attorney is in your interest. No, everything Ann Taylor is doing is a sham. It's a show. You know why it's a show? Because she's a fraud. She's in bed with Bill Taylor, Bill Thompson. This is why she can never bring a lawsuit against me for saying what I'm saying. Because every move that she has made, it's not a tactical move. It's a treacherous move. If Brian Kohlberger is truly innocent, but let me say something, people. The presumption of innocence only applies to a jury in which will judge you or a trial by judge. And I'm going to prove it to you. Whenever a person is charged with murder or with the crime that Kohlberg has been charged with, why you think they don't give him a bond? They'll say because the nature of your charge. Well, if he's presumed innocent, he should be given a bond. But because they don't presume him innocent and it's a sham, they don't give him a bond. Does that make sense? Think about it, people. We have to stop being asleep. The laws apply to men and women and kids. So if we are not acquainted with the law, guess what? The people that know the law know that they can do any and everything. So if the innocent don't have a chance, you know the guilty don't have a chance. Now, when you look at the Kohlberger case, we don't know any real facts from firsthand knowledge of witnesses, the investigating officers, etc. The whole thing about this trial was to keep the public ignorant. Because, yeah, it's going to go to trial, but not in the way that you think. So you can't have a trial unless the defense has full discovery. See, if you're going to use something at trial, give us a chance to defend ourselves. Don't come to trial with these surprise witnesses, surprise this and that. And when you look at the way that Ann Taylor is handling this case, you have to ask yourself, people, they praised her as being a competent attorney. But look how much money that they are spending on this indigent defendant, Mr. Kohlberger. And you look around the state, you will never find. This case is unprecedented. So if this was the norm, you will be able to find this around the states, but you can't. Because this case is about a narrative to protect the Idaho University. Now, it came to my attention, but I won't say, but I will tell you this here. The coroner stated that the autopsy reports wouldn't be instrumental in this case. Well, for you to say that, I'm just going to go on my opinion. The rational, like an investigator, a rational person that's trying to get to the truth and understand something. The only way that, I'm going to be honest with you, people, this is just my opinion. My opinion don't matter. The evidence, the objections, and the admissions of evidence and the preservation of errors matter in this case. Don't be tricked, people. Media cannot influence the case. If you're dealing with law, sufficiency, insufficiency of the evidence, objections, overruled, etc. That's what's ruled. That's what the Court of Appeals look at. They don't look at what the media is saying. So think about it, people. If a man is innocent of these quadruple murders, let me back up. A lot of people think Mr. Kohlberger is educated in jurisprudence, but he's not. He's not, people. Let's get that understood. People think that you throw around PhD, this PhD. That don't mean anything. Because if he had a PhD and he understands jurisprudence, he would say, no, I want this speedy preliminary hearing. I want to at least get, but see, when a man is guilty and the attorney know he's guilty, let me be clear, Kohlberger is guilty. But the way that they got to him, they can't reveal it because it's illegal. And Taylor is not actually basing the motion to dismiss the case on what they actually did. She's basing it on something that she knows is going to be denied anyway. That's based on the, when she come out jury misconduct, they erred in informing the jury of the standard of guilt. She already know that's going to be denied. See, it's something else going on in this case, and let me tell you what I think it is. The FBI and the police, they gathered the evidence from a confidential informant within the Kohlberger family. This is just my opinion. It's just my opinion, people. Well, it's not my opinion, is that she's working with Bill Thompson in the state to convict Colbert. That's not my opinion. See, I didn't put my phone on, I forgot to put my phone on airplane mode, the do not disturb mode. Actually, disturb mode. So I don't know if it's even, let me see if it's still rolling.